Ultan, we're back in Rockwell College again this year for the Munster Rugby Talent Camps. How many participants are involved this year?
There's 104 players invited in this year. You have the Munster under 20s, Munster under 19s, under 18 schools and clubs. So 26-man squads, and in total 104 players will be here over 6 weeks. So they're coming into the residential camp. It'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays from 10 a.m. until about 6 p.m. on Thursdays. So they'll be submerged right into very much a high performance player pathway for Munster Rugby.
And could you give us an idea of what these players will be doing from the Tuesday to Thursday?
From Tuesday morning, from the time they come in, they'll of course be working on pitch, working on the technical and tactical side of the game. There'll be an awful lot of video analysis and coach education being done by the Munster representative coaches. Also there'll be laws by the referees who'll be also coming in working on educating them on the laws of the game and interpretations. There'll be nutrition with Warren, also our Munster nutritionist who'll be working on the lifestyles, healthy lifestyles, and educating them around healthy options of food. And also we have Anya McNamara also coming in sports psychology, working on the mental strength also.
Okay, and it just doesn't just stop on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. The players are also involved, aren't they?
That's
on
right.
Other days in the week?
Yeah, Monday and Friday is back in your centre, then Cork, Limerick and East and West Munster, where they'll be doing their strength and conditioning sessions. They're probably looking here, I suppose, that it's 7 days a week. Your rest day is also considered a training session, because rest and recuperation and rehydration is a huge part of it because of the workload that the players are under. So it's very much put together a programme over a 3-month period to prepare us to go into the Munster interprovincial campaign in September and October.
Okay, and last year was the first year that we had a Munster Rugby Talent Camp. Could you tell me what were the benefits you saw from that?
Yeah, last year was very much a step into the unknown for us, Clean, and where it has brought us very much is that we have a more, certainly a more rounded individual, a better person coming out of here. More importantly, a better player for us for Munster Rugby. They certainly, from a technical and tactical point of view, are more effective within the game, within the 80 minutes. But what we're learning here is that we're closing the gap now. Munster are closing the gap in the amount of players pushing into national teams, because we're actually working on some of our areas that we've had to push on, such as strength and conditioning, nutrition, mental strength and so forth. And what we're finding now is that the coping skills and the resilience of the Munster players is that we're closing the gap on our other counterparts in other provinces, and I suppose that's a good thing for us, because the players going back into clubs and schools, our club and our school coaches are saying that they're getting a better conditioned, a better technically adapted player coming back into play for their schools and clubs, which is good for the future of Munster Rugby.
Okay, and Ultan, obviously an awful lot of work goes into organising something like this. When did the process actually start and who was involved?
Yeah, it's very much a joint effort between Peter Malone and the Munster Academy and the Rugby Development Office, and you would have community officers, CDOs, coach development officers, and elite player development officers and strength and conditioners. So it's actually going across the professional game, the academy, the sub-academy, the development office, the club and the school game. So it covers the whole family, and you're quite right, it's a rolling, it's constantly, this really isn't just turn up on the 2nd of July, it's been happening since the Interpros finished last October, middle of October. We were straight into Halloween midterm, and that's when we started our screening straight away. As we're here with the Munster rep sites, we have our regional development squads working away under the care of our community and club and coach development officers. They're now preparing next year's players to come in, so we have under 16s, under 17s players working underneath this. So you're quite right, it's an ongoing process, it's a long-term player development process. There's no short-term fix here, it's all about just working the land.